guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are corona free. We are in a garage with an empty space. As you can see right here, there is no Mustang in the garage. That can only mean one thing. It is time to get started working on the S10 finally. So it's sitting out in the street with the trailer on the trailer. That's a whole different story there, by the way. Somehow somebody, me, managed to forget to latch the trailer, and loading the car up, the trailer came loose off the hitch and went through the tailgate of my truck. Awesome. So we are off to a good start. But the video, yes, we are here. Time to work on the truck. There it is. It is gonna be a good project. Full on street car, way more so than the Mustang is. AC, power steering, L33 all aluminum, 5.3 ported 799 heads, 4L80, triple disc Circle D billet converter, and Holley Terminator X Max, all the good stuff. So enough of the details, let us get started bringing the truck inside. Alright guys, so now that we got the S10 in the garage, and as you can see, it is very empty. This is the next day after I filmed the intro, but what I've already done is I started cleaning out the rest of the interior. So I had left some of the wiring in it, some of that jute insulation material stuff on the firewall, got it cleared out. So the inside of the truck, as you see right here, inside of the truck is super empty, but super clean. It has some real light surface rust in the floor pans and whatnot, but certainly nothing to be concerned about. But this project, I've really been looking forward to it for a while. It's going to be a super cool driver, totally functional, AC, power steering, all new front end, all new brakes. The rear end is out of the other S10, which has 30 or 40 miles on it or something like that. So it is an Explorer 8.8 rear end with disc brakes and 31 spline axles and all that. But I did it a little differently. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above, or I'll put it in the description or something. But anyways, instead of using two short side axles, I actually cut the rear end down an extra inch on each side. And then I bought Mosier axles that actually have a Chevrolet bolt pattern, so I can use Chevrolet wheels on it. Which is kind of cool because if I want to put stock wheels on it for the sleeper look or something, I can still do that. So that's pretty cool. But we're starting out with a bunch of new parts, and then of course the L33 5.3 liter engine, which I mentioned earlier, is sitting right here in the bag, ready to go. Let's see what else we got here. We got the Holley Terminator X Max. So if you're not familiar, the X Max has the transmission control built into it. The Terminator X does not. It's like a $300 option or $400 option, I think. Super cool. We will get into some advanced configuration on that once we get the truck running, and I'll show you guys how to do all that stuff. Then of course the air conditioning. So I did away with the factory air conditioning, and there's all the parts to it right there, the majority of them. I did away with the factory stuff because I wanted the AC box gone from the engine bay. These trucks are kind of tight in the engine bay, and we want as much room as possible, make it easy to work on. Room for the downpipe, turbocharged of course, and you know, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'll turn the light on so you can get a little better look at what the engine bay looks like. But man, the paint on this thing is awesome. I mean, like, really nice. So you can see the truck still has the hole in the firewall. I think we're gonna use this hole right here probably for the harness to come through. It's in a pretty good place for that. Then of course we don't have the brake master cylinder on here yet. So we're probably going to put manual brakes on it, just so we get the easy use of a line lock and you know, custom lines and stuff like that, make it look real clean. So I want the truck to be really nice. I want it to be really street friendly. I want it to be really quiet, and I don't want a bunch of rattles and stuff like that because, well, what's the fun in that? So as you can see, there's no glass in it yet. It's going to get all new seals on it, which if you look on the other side over there, look on the other side, you can see I already started putting the seals in that side. So we're rebuilding the doors completely, tracks, rollers, seals, all that stuff. No rattles, no craziness like that. Yeah, it's just gonna be a really cool street cruiser. All right, guys. So quick overview of the underside of the truck. As I was saying earlier, it is an Explorer 8.8. Has 327 gears in it. Got some fancy dancy little stainless brake lines on there. It is 1 inch shorter than the short side axle on both sides. And let me see if I can get a good view of tire clearance. Not sure how much you can see there. Probably an inch or so of gap, inch and a half gap between the inside of the tire and the frame rail, so plenty of room more to go inboard. Pretty clean underneath after I spent a couple of days with the power washer when I first got it. God, it's already been a year and a half ago or so. So we're using the cheap, inexpensive-ish Jegs wheels, front and back for track service. And those wheels serve a purpose. I only plan on driving the truck around when I first get it running on those wheels, and then only when it goes to the track on those wheels. The daily wheels are probably going to be some weld, I don't even know what they're called, the forged weld wheels. They are proud of those things. They are very proud of those things. I don't really like the way these wheels look, but again, they're not going to be on here full time. And with that little gap that I showed you towards the inside of the wheel, it could easily sit further under the truck and be just fine. And I think you can probably see right there, but the tire sticks out just a little bit. And I'm here to tell you that is enough to drive me crazy because I know it's going to sling stuff all over the back of the truck. So at some point it will have some nice wheels on it. Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. Just a quick rundown overview thing about the truck. It's finally back. Got a whole bunch of new parts sitting here waiting to go in it, and plenty of stuff to make videos about. So there's been a lot of requests, a lot of questions, a lot of inquiries about the truck. So it's truck time. I think the first thing I'm going to do is probably going to be the cover for the holes in the firewall. So that will allow me to mount the AC box and get the interior to a good point where it is, it has to be there first for the AC lines and the heater lines and all that kind of jazz, because we got to cut holes in the firewall for the hoses to pass through and all that kind of jazz. So anyways, stick around for that. If you haven't already, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, that's the big thing. Subscribe and hit the notification icon so you get all the content updates when I release the videos, especially in regards to this. All kinds of new, cool, up-to-date stuff on the truck that you'll want to see. So, thanks again for stopping by, guys. I sure do appreciate it, and we will see you in the next video.